Hello, darlings. It's marvelous to be with you again, sharing another adventure and a new chapter of my journey. This time, I had a rather mad idea. Could I truly experience a country with an open heart and a very, very tight budget? Could I find the soul of a place without spending a fortune? My finger landed on Portugal, a place of golden beaches, ancient cities, and people as warm as the Iberian sun. The promise of adventure and discovery was irresistible. I dreamt of Lisbon's yellow trams rattling up steep hills, Porto's winding streets lined with colorful houses, and the echoes of explorers who once sailed from these storied shores. The history here felt alive, waiting to be uncovered. My quest wasn't for new continents, but for genuine connection and understanding. I wanted to meet locals, share stories, and see life through their eyes. Portugal, affordable and authentic, seemed perfect to test if travel's magic lies in money or in moments. Would the richness of my experience depend on my wallet or on my willingness to embrace the unknown? With just $500, I'd shop in bustling markets, sleep in lively hostels, and savor simple, delicious meals. Every euro would count, but every moment would matter even more. I promised myself to travel like a local, taking trams, chatting with strangers, and walking wherever my curiosity led me. As my plane touched down in Lisbon, the city's faded beauty and the scent of the Atlantic welcomed me. The air was filled with possibility, and I felt a thrill of anticipation. My Portuguese dream had begun, and I couldn't wait to see where this sun-kissed land would take me. Now, let's talk about the money, my darlings. Traveling on a tight budget isn't just about pinching pennies. It's about making every euro work for you and finding joy in the challenge. $500 for a multi-week trip, an exciting challenge. It might sound impossible, but with a little creativity and a lot of planning, it's absolutely doable. I tracked every cent in a little notebook, making conscious choices. Every purchase was intentional, and I found satisfaction in seeing my careful planning pay off. No taxis. Public transport became my lifeline, from Lisbon's metro to regional trains and buses. Not only did this save money, but it also let me see the country through the eyes of locals. These journeys were part of the adventure, offering glimpses of real Portuguese life. I overheard conversations, watched daily routines, and felt the pulse of the cities and towns I passed through. For food, I skipped touristy restaurants and found tascas, family-run eateries with hearty, affordable meals. The flavors were authentic, and the atmosphere was always warm and welcoming. Local markets became my go-to for fresh bread, cheese, and fruit, perfect for picnics. Shopping alongside locals, I discovered new ingredients and learned a bit of the language too. Temptations were everywhere, but I prioritized experiences over things. Instead of souvenirs, I collected stories and moments that would last far longer. My money went to a monastery visit, a photo performance, and a boat trip along the Algarve coast. These were the highlights, unique experiences that made my trip unforgettable. Each euro spent was a step deeper into authentic Portugal. I realized that thoughtful spending could open doors to the country's true spirit. The budget wasn't a limit. It was a guide to richer experiences. It pushed me to be resourceful, to seek out hidden gems, and to connect more deeply with the places I visited. I learned that travel's true value isn't in souvenirs, but in memories. The photos I took and the notes I scribbled became my most treasured keepsakes. Every choice brought me closer to the heart of the country. By living simply and intentionally, I found a deeper connection to the culture and the people. I discovered that with intention, even a small budget can unlock big adventures. The best stories often come from the simplest moments. Portugal proved that meaning matters more than money. In the end, it's not about how much you spend, but how deeply you experience each moment. Searching for a place to sleep on a tight budget led me straight into the heart of Portugal's vibrant hostel scene, where adventure and affordability go hand in hand. Gone were my worries about grim, cramped dorms. These hostels were surprisingly clean, stylish, and buzzing with energy, filled with travelers eager to connect and share their journeys. The kitchen quickly became the soul of the hostel, a lively hub where people from every corner of the globe gathered to cook, share meals, and swap stories late into the night, forming a temporary family bound by wanderlust. We cooked together, laughed over simple dishes, and exchanged travel tips, learning how to stretch our euros and make the most of every experience. One unforgettable night in Porto, when every hostel was fully booked, a kind local woman named Sophia welcomed me into her home for a small fee. She not only offered me a cozy spare room, but also invited me to join her family for dinner, sharing stories and laughter that made me feel truly at home. My limited budget often forced me to reach out for help, and in doing so, I discovered the incredible kindness and generosity of strangers who were always willing to lend a hand. Hostel owners would eagerly circle hidden gems on city maps, while locals took pride in showing me secret spots and sharing their favorite places, making me feel like an insider. Accommodation became so much more than just a bed for the night. It was a gateway to genuine friendship, spontaneous adventures, and a sense of community that I never expected. I realized that true comfort doesn't come from luxury or fancy amenities, but from the warmth and generosity of the people you meet along the way. Each night brought new faces, heartfelt conversations, and unexpected acts of generosity that turned strangers into friends. My journey through Portugal was made infinitely richer by every shared meal, every open door, and every moment of kindness that reminded me how travel connects us all. Portugal's famous sights are stunning, but its true beauty lies in quiet, everyday moments. My budget encouraged me to wander on foot, discovering hidden courtyards, shrines, and breathtaking city views. In Alfama, Lisbon, I lost myself in winding lanes alive with history and daily life. In a fishing village, I watched weathered fishermen mend nets and savored fresh sardines by the sea. The Douro's green terraces and the Alentejo's golden plains revealed Portugal's diverse landscapes. There were no crowds, just the simple beauty of life unfolding. The magic was in tiled walls, local flavors, and the rhythm of ordinary days. Portugal's soul revealed itself in the details. A country's greatest treasure is its people, and Portugal's are truly special. From the start, I was welcomed as a guest, not a tourist. Kindness came in small gestures, a smile, patient help, a wave from a stranger. An elderly man once guided me to the right bus, waiting with me until it arrived. Hostel friendships blossomed into deep conversations and laughter, uniting travelers from around the world. Community and gentleness are woven into Portuguese life. The most valuable gifts, kindness, connection, and friendship, cost nothing at all. As the sun set, Portugal's social heart came alive in cafes and squares. Evenings were filled with laughter, conversation, and a sense of belonging. I'd sit at a local cafe, sipping vinho verde, watching families, friends, and couples enjoy each other's company. The women of Portugal stood out, strong, graceful, and the backbone of their communities. The atmosphere was relaxed and inclusive. Everyone belonged. One night in Coimbra, students invited me to join their fado singing, sharing wine and stories. Here, people prioritize connection over hurry, conversation over screens. As a budget traveler, I never felt lonely. There was always a friendly face nearby. The richest social life wasn't expensive. It was found in simple, shared moments. Portugal taught me that joy is best when it's shared. Nearing the end of my journey, I discovered Portugal's poetic soul. Streets and squares are named after poets and writers, not conquerors, a quiet celebration of imagination. From Lisbon's Rua Fernando Pessoa to village squares honoring local poets, literature is everywhere. This respect for art and feeling connects to fado music and the concept of saudade. Portugal values dreams and reflection as much as history. My budget adventure revealed a nation of poets, explorers, and deep connections. I learned that the best travel isn't about spending, but about connecting. Portugal's story is waiting for you. Go and read it for yourself.